I just came from that direction. Uifatot is about 5 or 6 miles up the road there. And this is the mountain range that I was on the other side of last night. Those mountains on the other side. I came up the other side through the pass there and down through here. There's a river out in the middle of this valley. And this mountain range up here, down about 5 more miles, is where Gjirokaster is, built up on the side of the mountain for defensive purposes, a fortified city from the Ottoman times and previous centuries. So I'll be there in about 15 minutes or so. I made it to the Furgate guest house. This is where I'll be staying. It's perfect. There's my car parked right there. And the bazaar is just down the hill. So I think I will go sit somewhere, get a espresso. And he said to come back in about 30 minutes or an hour. And my room will be done. This is a bit of a mystery. There's these tables out in the middle of the street, but this section is totally abandoned. Perhaps they belong to the Bukowski bar. This is the area that Albin and his partner are going to turn into a little restaurant. It's just up on a different level at the guest house. And they'll cut these bushes down a little bit so you get a view of the valley. And then here's the moneymaker, this view of the old Ottoman style houses. It's just fantastic. It'll be beautiful. They're doing some restoration on the castle. The sun has finally gone behind the mountains here in Gjirokaster, and it's cooled off considerably. This is opposite the city on the other side of the castle. There's another neighborhood over here, and it looks like they're building a street up through the center of the canyon, which is new. From the other side of the little ravine where they're building that new road, this is the view. And that road goes up. And you can see how it narrows down. So I would imagine that they're gonna make it probably 1 lane wide to get up into that neighborhood. And then a car will be able to circumnavigate the entire castle. There's the Drino River Valley off in the distance, the castle of Gjirokaster, and there's the work that's going on. Go down this way. There's Gjirokaste, and this is the way down to cross over and go to the castle. This is looking downhill from Ruga Gjirokaste. This little road I just came down, and this is going to be a road that comes up the hill. There's the castle, and The road busts a move up this canyon, and I think it's gonna go up around, connect back up to the city on the backside of the castle. There's the back of the castle. This is going uphill, and here's the little old school footbridge. And the water is going to come through that, coming down that channel, under the bridge, and down this gully here, and under that bridge. So it's going to really create a fast flow, constricting the water so much. Pretty wild to watch the modern world evolve. And then the road will curve around back up the hill. This is as far as the road goes. It's been carved out pretty wide, and then it tapers right here and turns back into the footpath. So I guess they're gonna punch this whole hillside out, which means that that place's days are numbered. That little doggie's getting bonkers down there. All these people are gonna have their world turned upside down here shortly. And don't fall in the hole. And then I come out here at Gjirokaste, and boom, back up here. I came down from that direction, and there's my car, and there is where I'm staying at the Gate guest house. Beautiful. And what do we have over here? You guessed it. The road construction. We're down a little bit lower. So it looks as if the sidewalk section is done down here. Let's see if I can get a peek without falling off this cliff. You can see the sidewalk down there, and all they have to do is pave the roadbed, and that section will be done.
Jak to jiné dekay. Jiné dekay, je. Tu jest, to się zimi. Jest zotyt. To gdzie jest zotyt. Ja, tu ile? Left, lecisz. Tu ile left.
Oh yeah, of course.
A, decay?
Nie mam.
A mi?
That's all I have. Yeah, okay.
Como que?
That's all I have.
Como que?
No más.
Yeah.
And what-
Me.
This is the entrance to the secret 2 houses back there. I'm doing some off-roading here. Oh boy, ouch. In the old bazaar of Gjirokaster. The main street is up on the other side of those houses. This doesn't feel altogether sturdy below me. I'm a little afraid to go look out that window. But maybe. This is a fixer-upper, but I bet it's got a kick-ass view. It's probably solid. I'll give it a shot. Little bedroom. Little window. All the roof slates on top of the falling down here. I'll pop my camera out through there and see what the view looks like. Looks pretty nice. There's the guys working up on the castle. Oh yeah. Ooh, feels soft underfoot. The roof has collapsed. There's 2 rooms facing the hill. This little room here looks like kitchen or bathroom. There's a neighbor up there. I got thorns in my socks now. Here's another fixer-upper here next door. We could be neighbors. Whoever buys this place. Let me get over this vine. Up and over. How's that? It's pretty slick. Roof is totally collapsed. The slate roofs are some insane amount of weight per square foot or per square meter. I think they said it was 250 kilos per square meter. Does that sound right? It's pretty heavy though. Like the roof of one house can weigh 100 tons or some ridiculous number. Here's the passage. It could be a cleaned up little beauty someday. I wonder where this little path leads. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not going to follow it because I'm going somewhere else. But it's got a lovely view. Here's another passageway I follow. Not sure where this is going. It looks like it's in good shape. Someone's got a nice passageway there up to their house. Down this way. Let's see what there is. Oh, there's a road right there. There's a road. And it probably goes back to the old bazaar. And there's somebody's little scene there. Little house. I go back up the passageway. Back down to the main passage. Bazaar i vjetter. There's another kitty. Hello, kitty. Kitty, kitty. There's Dennis' house. As I continue down the Bazaar Vietter Street, we're hitting a particularly picturesque little spot here. Look at that, so pretty. All the stonework. But what goes up must come down, as we've seen, and then it goes up again. So it's a virtuous cycle. There's number 42. Yeah, what's going on inside number 42's front yard? Pretty nice, huh? Peeky, peeky. And down, down, down we go. Not sure if I want to commit down here, but it's getting close to the end, and It's a lot more built up and prosperous down here. Up at the top part, it's pretty ruined. But you can see here, the roof is caved in up there. That place needs some help. I am still continuing down Bazaar Vieter, the old bazaar road. Somebody's got some water coming out of their staircase. Here we are at the bottom of the Bazaar Vieter street. It ends on a big paved street. And there you have it. If you had needed a surgeon or a gynecologist back in the day, this building would have been your place to go to. It was the office of Vasily Laboviti, surgeon gynecologist. Looks like the olives are popping early. September 15th. Looking good. Oh, there's olives, finally. Finally, olives I need. This pastry shop is loco. I'm just gonna try to get some burek or something savory for myself. So nice. Too sweet for me though. Their football stadium is surrounded by apartments here, so everybody gets a front row seat. Up into a steep little neighborhood. Almost feels like you're violating someone's secret space. So I'm standing just below the castle and I'm looking at the house that was for sale that I looked at yesterday, right in the center of the frame. It looks like it's in decent shape, although the roof looks like it might be a little uneven, and it looks like there might even be some holes in the roof. But otherwise it looks like a nice spot, and the view of the castle would be astounding from there. They are building this big new parking garage just below the castle. And I'm over here in this semi-wasteland, checking it out. This kind of stranded area, abandoned semi, but there's always footpaths running here and there. And who's this guy here? With no nose. Poor little guy. And it says, Ne savant kemi l'air kuna baim nader shipari. Not sure what that says, but I will translate it later on. And this building looks like it's being repaired, so maybe it'll be another hotel just below this spiffy new parking garage. There in the center of the frame is the building I was just at, the guy with the big mustache and the missing nose. This is the parking garage that they're building, and up there is the old bazaar. And right next to it is the headquarters of the Socialist Party. It's a pretty cool building from the 70s. Partia Socialista. This is the entrance to the Cold War tunnel.
This is the alarm. They use an alarm, like a fake alarm with the two triangles. And this is the ventilation. because the generator works with diesel. The generator is colder like cars. There is another entry for the building. The bunker has 4 entries or exits. 3 of them are in the same direction and one is 400 meters away. You can see it later. This is Everoja, he died at 84 and Everoja built 170,000 bunkers in all Albania. For ordinary people, bunkers are in the border, and for soldiers and military are like mushrooms. You have seen a bunker like mushrooms? They should start a normal day of war. And the most unique part of this tunnel is because we are under the casing, 80-90 meters. Do you see the casing? Not yet. In the building, the office of the mayor of the city. Also, we can work and sleep in the same place. This is the successor of Everoja, Ramizalia. The communism fell in a peaceful way in 91, not like in Romania, they killed the dictator. This tunnel is 400 meters away from here and connects the center of bazaar with this bunker. Where now is the mosque, at that time was a committee party and they can come quickly here if something happens. But now the tunnel is collapsed in the middle, 280 steps from here. Nuclear attack, Kutapa. There are some original buffets, but nothing left.